about to listen to the incomparable Win Twice Wrestling Podcast with your hosts, Scott and Holly. We always go over, brother, and that's the bottom line. Dig it? So, sit back, relax, and prepare to be entertained.
WrestleMania 21 marked the moment when WWE truly went Hollywood. The Attitude Era was now part of wrestling folklore, and the Ruthless Aggression Era had taken firm hold. The company found itself at a crossroads between the legends who built the brand and the new generation poised to carry it forward into a new age of stardom and spectacle. The Undertaker, ever the gatekeeper of WrestleMania, found himself face to face with one of the most brash and confident young talents the company had seen in years. Randy Orton, the self-proclaimed legend killer, set his sights on ending the dead man's streak in a match that would pit youthful arrogance against unrelenting mystique. At the top of the card, Triple H continued to stand tall as the dominant figure on Monday Night Raw, holding the World Heavyweight Championship with the same authority that had defined his reigns throughout the early 2000s. His challenger was a man who had risen through the ranks under his own tutelage, Batista. Once allies within the ranks of Evolution, the two would now stand opposed on the grandest stage of them all in a battle that embodied power, pride and betrayal. Over on the SmackDown side, John Bradshaw Layfield carried himself as the self-made millionaire and blue-blooded champion of the people's disdain. His challenger, the charismatic and defiant John Cena, had become the voice of a new generation, blending streetwise bravado with unshakable determination. Their clash for the WWE Championship represented the shifting identity of the company itself. In what many fans considered a dream encounter, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels would step into the ring with Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. One was the showstopper, the master of WrestleMania's grand moments, while the other was the relentless technician driven by pure competition. Their meeting promised a contest of both pride and perfection. A new concept would also make its debut, the Money in the Bank ladder match. 6 superstars would put everything on the line for the chance to secure a guaranteed world title opportunity at any time of their choosing. The innovation of the match reflected WWE's willingness to evolve, creating new paths to stardom and unpredictability for years to come. Elsewhere, nostalgia and attitude collided when Rowdy Roddy Piper returned to host Piper's Pit with none other than Stone Cold Steve Austin. Two of wrestling's most outspoken icons shared a stage that blurred the line between eras, personalities, and rebellion itself. The Hollywood theme of the event stretched beyond the spotlight, with the Big Show squaring off against Sumo Grand Champion Akebono in a true spectacle of size and strength. Meanwhile, Trish Stratus continued to lead the charge for the women's division, setting the standard for athleticism and presence that would shape the years ahead. When the lights dimmed and the cameras faded, WrestleMania 21 had done more than live up to It Goes Hollywood tagline. It had captured the essence of transformation. The familiar faces of the past stood alongside the rising stars of the future, and together they ensured that the showcase of the Immortals would continue to evolve, adapt, and thrive for generations to come. Hello everyone and welcome to episode number 89 of the Win Twice Wrestling Podcast alongside your hosts Scott and Holly.
Hi.
You alright, Holly? You ready for part 2 of WrestleMania 21?
I'm ready.
Yeah? You're born ready. It's Friday evening, work's done, no beers, sadly.
I know.
Should have thought that through really, shouldn't
maybe
I?
Next time.
I think I've got a couple of probably lukewarm cans of Guinness, which I don't think would have got the job.
You.
I don't think would have got the job done, and we get to really test Holly's ADHD as there's a fly in the room which she has yet to take her eyes off. So if we lose her at any point, I will try and press ahead by myself.
Sorry.
So finishing WrestleMania 21 Part 1, we were in the doldrums, it's fair to say, with Christy Hemme and Trish Stratus not fit for purpose. Not a wrestling match, and in a show that has a match that clearly isn't a wrestling match, it's still the worst thing on the show. So we can only go up. We can only go up from there.
The only way is up.
And I tell you what, boys, this next one got a chance.
Yeah.
All right. I was very excited because I knew this was obviously we're not going to replay the audio, but we mentioned it in WrestleMania 20 with Kurt Angle saying how much he enjoyed working with Eddie and Shawn. I had forgotten that it was back-to-back WrestleManias. I, for some reason, associated the Kurt Angle Shawn Michaels WrestleMania match as being 22, not 21. So when I saw that come up, I was like, oh, this is nice.
Okay.
This is a nice little change of pace from that absolute shit that we just watched before it. But obviously, I assume anyway, you've never seen that match.
Never.
Okay, well, I'll be very interested to get your take on it because there's a little bit of controversy around it in terms of how it was perceived and, shall we say, rated by a certain Mr. Meltzer. So we will get there in due course, but we're not quite ready for the match yet. So mercifully, we shift gears to a match that I'm very much looking forward to rewatching as we see the promo package for Shawn Michaels against Kurt Angle. We must remember that this is an inter-promotional match with Raw taking on SmackDown, because it matters. Real footage begins to play going back to the Royal Rumble earlier in the year where Kurt Angle entered and began suplexing the world, only to find himself quickly eliminated by Shawn Michaels. Angle snaps and dumps the Heartbreak Kid from the match. I always hate that. If you're eliminated, you shouldn't be allowed to eliminate someone, but
Agreed.
They continue to allow it, and it bugs me, Holly. Angle snaps and dumps the Heartbreak Kid from the match, bloodying him up and slapping on the ankle lock outside. Kurt says that his issue with Michaels goes all the way back to 1996 after he won his Olympic gold medal with a broken freaking neck, am I right?
Wait, he had a broken neck?
Yeah, and funny enough, actually, did you know Edge also broke his neck?
No.
Yeah,
Really?
Rhino
Oh my
broke
God.
his neck,
No way.
and Hardcore Your Namesake broke his neck as well. Less concerned about the last one, if I'm honest. So yeah, he was upset because Shawn Michaels taking all his spotlight. I didn't think it was a direct comparison, personally. I think Kurt won a legitimate gold medal and Shawn Michaels played around in a ring with other men. It's fine, nothing wrong with it. We like it, we watch it, but not really comparable. It's a bit of a tenuous link there. I mean, I think he could have just said, this was my Royal Rumble to win, you took me out of it, fuck you. That's enough. It doesn't have to be I'm going all the way back to 96. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're too busy dropping big old Russian grizzly bears on their head.
Oh my God.
He was.
Very good.
Just saying. Angle admits that the Heartbreak Kid is one of the best of all time, but to suggest he is the greatest wrestler of his generation is an insult to him and everything he stands for. Sure. The video package does well to highlight all of Kurt's title success. Michaels disguises himself as a security guard and says that he is a doormat for nobody. And despite all of Kurt's accolades, he has never had the opportunity to go against Mr. WrestleMania. What do you think of that as a nickname, by the way? Mr. WrestleMania. Do you think it's fitting for Shawn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of being a consistent performer over the
I
years?
think so.
Okay, not The Undertaker?
No.
The Undertaker's got a streak.
Don't care.
So Shawn,
I don't care about the Undertaker.
So Shawn Michaels is Mr. WrestleMania. So can
Yes.
Undertaker be Granddaddy WrestleMania?
Old school WrestleMania.
Old school. Oh, fuck.
There it is. See?
Yeah, and he's lost it there. Fuck him. No, you're right. Absolutely right. Shawn says that he is simply the best sports entertainer in the world, and I don't ever want to fucking hear that statement again.
Okay.
You're a professional wrestler. I'm a sports entertainer. Fuck off. I hate that. Really hate that. And so does everyone who is... See, that's funny, actually, because I still align myself as being a WWE fan. If you're in one of the camps of you can only like this or like that, which I don't subscribe to, you can like whatever you like.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay,
in terms of like competition, I align with a lot of the core beliefs and viewpoints of the AEW fan, but I prefer WWE. The WWE is my home team.
Yeah.
But when I hear the stuff like sports entertainer, and no, don't. Just call it what it is.
Yeah.
You can call it, like, you can put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig. Do you know what I mean?
I love that song.
But it's true, isn't it? Like, you can put glitter on dog shit. It's all the same stuff. Like, it's just, it's professional wrestling. You call it whatever you like, it is that. We see Kurt causing havoc and tearing through those from the Heartbreak Kid's past, including Sensational Sherry, that's sad, and even Marty Jannetty, although it's typoed it to Mary Jannetty, so I don't know who she is. Josh Matthews takes a pounding for some reason, which I'm fine with, and finally the VT comes to an end. To be clear, by Kurt Angle, and I mean in a punchy way, not Josh Matthews is getting his back doors rattled, just to be clear.
Yeah, I got them.
Well, you saw it, but others who might not have seen this show,
True.
to be fair, they've never shown that on WWE, and it certainly didn't start here. Although there was a really weird segment with Michael Cole and a man that I don't think we've ever seen in one of the shows, and it'd be very interesting to see your take on them, Heidenreich.
Okay.
And yeah, there's a scene where Heidenreich has Michael Cole pressed up against a wall, and it looks
I've read
like...
about this. I've definitely read about this.
It looks like he's
it's-
giving them the
it's
sausage.
That suggested, what they call it, like, it gives you the thought suggestion rather than showing you.
It
what
really
is.
does look like he's absolutely giving him the sausage.
Weird. Very strange.
Well, it's not my idea of a good time,
Well,
but, you know, whatever.
No, is it not?
Not really. No, I mean, each to their own, but... so sat at ringside, we see Billy Gibbons of ZZ Top fame. So there's only 2 Zs in that, but of ZZ Top fame. And Marg Helgenberger.
What a great name, though.
I know, when I saw Marg Helgenberger, I was like, they must have said that wrong. And then I saw it come up on the screen. I went, oh shit, that's actually how you say her name. I reckon, isn't she from like CSI something or other?
I guess, yeah.
I figure
don't
I've
know.
seen her in it because my mum used to love that shit. I'm sure it's great. Okay, it's just, again, no. But yeah, Marg Helgenberger. But now, Holly, fuck all that. It's time for the match. Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle. Whose side are you on? Shawn Michaels or friend of the show,
Nah, sorry.
Kurt Angle?
For me, it's all at this, especially at this point, it's always...
Why
it's
at this point?
It's just great.
Define...
It's just great. Also, I always look forward to, like, what's he going to wear? How's he going to come out?
Okay.
Like, it's just, I don't know. It's great. I like
Can-
Kurt Angle, but for me, if it's
Okay.
the two of them, I'm in Shawn's.
Can he still be called a sexy boy?
Yeah.
At the age of 40, whatever
He was not 40.
he looked it.
He was 39. Only 3 years older than Angle.
Yeah, I mean, Kurt Angle had a long road to haul as well, but
I
feel
know he does look older, but
Shawn
yeah,
Michaels,
he's still,
in my opinion,
yeah.
aged between 97 or 96 and 2005, aged 20 years to me in that 10 years. Then again, hard drugs and partying will probably do that to you,
Yeah.
and injuries. So not to take away from him.
At this point, for me, he's still clinging on to.
Okay,
Yeah.
is the crossover point, and let's be honest with ourselves,
Yeah.
when one eye is on the prize and the other eye goes to the shops.
I don't know when that is.
It is within the next year or 2.
Is
I think.
it?
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll soon find out.
Yeah, I
then,
wish
won't
you could
we?
have seen Holly's face, and the answer is yes. So,
we'll find out.
yeah.
Oh.
So making his way out first is Shawn Michaels, and we even get exploding confetti as he poses in the middle of the ring. Fine with that.
Yeah.
At least he didn't have to set it off and cry when it didn't work. As he... What the fuck?
Oh, okay.
No. Okay, right. As Kurt Angle walks down the hallway...
A hallway?
Okay, so I know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
First of all, let's discuss the typo here. As Her Tangle.
Oh,
Her Tangle
nice.
walks down the hallway. Aisleway. I guarantee I said aisleway.
okay.
He means business, as his straps are already down.
No, I don't like him.
Why?
Because then he also gets dressed again.
Yeah, but he does it a couple times, to be
It's
fair.
so weird.
I'm fine with it.
To me,
Yeah.
it looks as if he wasn't ready. And he was
Okay.
like warming up.
But he was
And then
already
he-
proper sweaty. He had a proper sweat on.
So he comes out, straps aren't up, and then gets to the ring and then puts them on again. It's like, mate, come on, just come out with them. We know what happens.
Well, spoiler alert, he takes them down, puts them up and takes
I
them down
know.
again in the match.
I know.
Again, I was fine with it, though.
It's just, I don't know. Just
Okay,
it was one that,
no, it's
in
fine.
my head as well, I was like, if I'm going to be able to get a few things that annoyed me, this is probably going to be one of them.
Okay, I'm trying to think what else would have annoyed you on the show apart from the women's match, but maybe we haven't covered some of that just yet. Slight delay on his entrance pyro, but it is still spectacular. Like when he points up, nothing happens, nothing happens, nothing happens. Now they go. As JR waxes lyrical about Kurt Angle's wrestling credentials, it sounds more and more impressive. Winning the NCAA heavyweight title at a near 80-pound weight differential is actually incredible. The two men go face-to-face in the middle of the ring, and to me this is another legendary WrestleMania stare-down. There's an intensity there from Angle, I think, and Shawn's kind of got that, you're not on my level,
Yeah.
kind of smug,
Bit
smunty
cocky. Oh, yeah.
look about him, which is a bit of a throwback, to be fair. And Matt, I'll tell you what, give me 96 Shawn and this Kurt Angle, lovely.
Nice.
Give me that.
Okay.
Yeah, this was still good. I still enjoyed this, to
Yeah.
put the cart before the horse, as we know, one of my favourite sayings. But yeah, anyway, we'll cover it. Holly,
Yeah.
you must have high expectations for this match, surely.
Annoyingly,
Yeah.
yes.
See, that could work either way, and I don't know how it's landed yet, so this will be interesting. The bell sounds and the two men begin to circle. Angle challenges the Heartbreak Kid by standing still, and after a moment of deliberation, Michaels slaps him across the face, provoking an immediate takedown response from the Olympian. How'd you like that for a starter?
Brilliant.
Yep, I did too. With a reverse waistlock, Angle takes him back down to the ground again and maintains a dominant back position as the Heartbreak Kid tries to scramble free. Eventually, Shawn manages to make it to the ropes and force the break. Did you hear what the chant was?
Nope.
You screwed Brett. You screwed Brett.
What is it?
You screwed Brett. They lock up, and this time Shawn secures a hammerlock where he quickly transitions into a side headlock, which he uses to take down his opponent. Angle shifts position to get a quick pin, but remains trapped in the hold on 2 occasions. Angle chants now. So we're getting a very pro Angle, not so much Shawn Michaels, which is surprising because Shawn is clearly the face. Kurt tries to push himself free, but Michaels retains his grip and does so even after back suplex attempt takes him down. Finally, he pushes free, but is knocked down with a shoulder tackle and taken down to the canvas with another side headlock takeover. He struggles to shift his position, although Brian Hebner still counts a pinfall despite neither of Shawn's shoulders being against the canvas. Gotta love a Hebner. Got to love a Hebner.
Yeah, sure.
Tell you what, Mike Chioda, wait for your flowers in the main event, son. Back on his feet, and Kurt looks to push free, but is dragged back down to the canvas as the Heartbreak Kid refuses to let go. Kurt backs Shawn against the buckles, and the hold has to be broken. Go behind, and then a standing switch by Michaels for a third time takes the Olympian down with a side headlock. This is where I'm like, Harley's losing interest.
A little, but I went with it.
You persevered?
Yeah.
Like you had a choice. Yeah, exactly. A handful of hair by Kurt. Well, it wasn't going to be from Shawn, was it? Out of frustration, but it doesn't cause the hold to be broken. This time, Kurt escapes. I don't know why. Sometimes I put stuff and go, why did I put that? It's obvious.
Brilliant.
This time, Kurt escapes a bit quicker, and when Shawn looks to secure the waist, he delivers a back elbow. Shoulder block takedown by Angle, who jumps over the drop down but finds himself sent for a ride on a big hip toss. Short arm scissors applied by the Heartbreak Kid, and I always think this hold looks quite impressive for some reason. Because you're like, yeah, that would be really difficult to get out of, to be honest, because you've got your legs, your arms involved, you're kind of really stuck here. But we don't see it that often. And I think even JR points out on commentary that you don't often see that move. Once again, Kurt reaches up for the hair, but eventually rolls through into a pinning combination, but swiftly is returned to his back. Second attempt to escape ends in the same result. Third roll through, and this time he manages to power Shawn onto his shoulders in an impressive feat of strength, but is countered into a sunset flip that he has to kick out from. Wild clothesline attempt misses, and Michael secures a backslide pin for 2. Before Angle can think to respond, his back is on the canvas from a side headlock takeover once again. Kurt picks him up and backs him into the buckles, and as Brian Hebner separates the two men by force, another Hebner move, the Olympian lands a series of right hands. The two men exchange this position as the fight begins to get ugly, and even the official can't separate them. Eventually, the referee pulls Shawn away, but in the process, he spins him around, allowing Kurt to strike him from behind, and when on the canvas, applies the ankle lock. That's a pretty quick change of pace from kind of we're battling, struggling for position, Angle's getting frustrated, bang, you're down, submission hold, this could be it.
Yeah.
Did you think that was going to be it?
No.
Okay.
No,
because
it's
his
not
eyes
going
are
to
open.
finish. It's also not going to finish without seeing a sweet chin as well.
Okay, a sweet chin. Doesn't even get the full name. It's
No.
this. Your mates.
We all know
with
what it is, right?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, I should just abbreviate stuff because people knows what they are.
Yeah, true, yeah.
Gives them a little sweet chin. Do you know what that reminds me of? I feel like that's exactly how, you know, when Diesel was trying to be cool, two dudes with attitudes go, "Hey Sean, give him a sweet chin."
Yeah.
Like just fuck off.
Oh, okay.
Like
Duly
not for you, but I hear you say it, and then I see Diesel say it, and I get upset.
So I don't know if I should be concerned about that.
Well, I'm
you
not
see
going to.
him when you look at me. That's a bit
He's a
concerning.
handsome man.
I don't want to be a handsome man.
Hey, I'd rather someone look at me and think, well, actually, no, because that sounds like I'm going to get done in prison, doesn't it?
Oh,
I'd
you're a
rather
pretty woman.
yeah, exactly.
Walking down the street.
I am certainly no Sandra Bullock. Okay.
Is it clicking your fingers and shuffling your feet? That's the song, isn't it?
Whatever
that Peter Kay thing where he says, "How is that pretty? She's shuffling her feet
Yeah.
and clicking her."
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so funny.
That is good. That is very good. Oh god. Well, anyway, so this match is basically
Wrestling.
done.
Okay,
Wrestling.
finished.
Back on the wrestling. Yeah. I don't think Peter Kay was going to get a look in a Kurt Angle Shawn
No.
Michaels match. Where are we on this? And the Kevin applies an ankle lock. Roll through by the Heartbreak Kid, and both men go tumbling over the ropes following a clothesline by Sean. On the outside, a look comes across Michael's face as he begins to strip the announce desk, but before he can do anything, Kurt is on him with European uppercuts. Suplex attempt by Angle is reversed, and Sean begins landing a series of deafening chops to the chest. A wild swing, though... A wild swing, though, sees Kurt counter with an Angle slam that sees Sean's lower back crash into the ring post.
Right. Firstly, I didn't like it. Secondly, it's a different kind of drink. Like, it's not
What
just
kind of
someone
drink is
being,
it?
but it's not someone being like pushed gently into the ring post this time, is it?
It's not like a shot. It's a yardstick
Yeah.
of ale. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't like that?
Oh, it just made me go, ooh, like a bit of a wince.
I don't think it looked that great, to be honest.
Maybe it's because I'm watching typing.
Yeah.
That to me it still looked good.
It was. I feel like it was probably an ugly landing. I think you probably want to take that higher up on your back. So like the biggest surface area, same with like a chair shot. Said the guy who's never had a wrestling match, but I know that is the thing. You want to hit them on the biggest surface area. But yeah, I was just like, yeah, okay, fine. I was fine with it. I wasn't upset, which they'll be thrilled to know, I'm sure. Okay, yeah, Angle returns to the ring to break the referee's count. He returns to the outside and begins clubbing and kicking away at the injured back before returning into the ring. Vertical suplex in the middle of the ring gets a count of 2. Body scissors applied, and being the nasty bastard that he is, Kurt grinds his forearm across the face. Lovely touch, love that from a heel, thank you very much. Dueling crowd chants for both men as Sean returns to his feet and begins landing a series of right hands. Chops in the corner, but his whip is reversed and he goes upside down in the buckles before stumbling blindly into an overhead belly-to-belly throw.
I really liked that.
Why?
It just entertains me.
It looks silly though, doesn't it?
It does look silly, but I like it.
Okay, fine.
I don't know why.
Fine. Angle woos to the fans and says, "This is what I'm talking about." A second overhead throw connects and he gets a near fall. Nasty chinlock applied with a knee to the lower back to add additional leverage. Now he claws at the eyes and nose of the Heartbreak Kid, but the hold isn't broken and Brian Hebner gets abused for being a SmackDown referee by the Raw announce team.
Oh.
Shots fired across the bow.
Outrageous.
Michaels punches his way free and lands a pair of chops which leads to both men exchanging strikes in the middle of the ring. Another slap connects by Sean and Kurt responds by nearly decapitating him with a clothesline. Good, liked it. We see the Olympian has a busted lip as he shouts "son of a bitch" whilst on his knees. Backed into the corner, the Heartbreak Kid takes a couple of brutal European uppercuts before being elevated to the top rope. Kurt looks to deliver a super overhead belly-to-belly suplex, but Sean holds on and elbows him down to the canvas. Top rope elbow drop finds no water in the pool, and now, for the second time this evening, we see Kurt Angle has his straps lowered.
And I'll be honest, it did take away a little bit for me of the shit's about to get real.
Okay.
Because I'd already sent him down.
It's because shit was going to get real from the start.
I know, but it did take away that little bit of seriousness for me.
Fair enough. Angle slam is countered into an arm drag takedown and Kurt is sent for a hellacious ride over the top rope when he charges in and is sent flying. Like he goes. From the top rope, Sean connects with an ugly crossbody to the floor that looks as though Kurt ate knee to the face.
That didn't look good for either of them there.
With Michael standing on the apron, Kurt is quickly behind him like a rat looking to... like a rat? What? I meant that as well. Looking to German suplex him from there all the way through the announce desk. Tenaciously, he clubs away and tries again and again, but the Heartbreak Kid is holding on for dear life. A series of back elbows connects, and when the official moves in too close, Michael seizes the moment and hits a low blow that drops Kurt down to the floor. Angle looks to move in, but is kicked away and ends up across the announce desk. Didn't hate the way he ended up on it, though.
No.
Because you kind of go, that's stupid, but it's kind of like he went back and just went, oh, fuck it.
Yeah.
Right, so rather than just going, climb neatly, lie down.
Yes, that's a fair point.
Michael springs to the middle rope and takes flight, landing directly on top of Angle, but the table does not give an inch. And they take a nasty tumble down to the floor.
That looked awful.
Horrendous.
But I love the way that for the next 5 minutes, commentary try and say, oh, the tables don't collapse anymore because they're reinforced with steel.
They do.
I mean, we've seen
they do.
It
this one just
didn't happen.
Yep, no, quite right. Both men are understandably down. Somehow, not as in miserable, they're just literally down. Somehow, some way, both men make it back into the ring before the count of 10. Kurt must have some internal damage with the amount of blood that's pouring out of his mouth, because that's a lot. That's either a deep cut or you've hurt something quite badly. The two men go face to face in the middle of the ring, and Shawn begins to unload with right hands and chops. Whip sends Michael into the ropes, but he connects with a flying forearm, and he kips back to his feet with relative ease.
And I get it. Like, you know, we all know what these things are. Just always impresses me.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good. I can't do it. So, yeah, fair. Right hands for Kurt, and an inverted atomic drop before a big clothesline puts him down on the canvas. Body slam by the Heartbreak Kid, who now returns to the top turnbuckle, and this time he does connect with a top rope elbow drop. Michaels is feeling it as he now begins to tune up the Sweet Chin band.
I've even written Sweet Chin,
Of course you have. The kick is caught, though, and Angle applies an ankle lock in the middle of the ring. Shawn rolls through, though, and the pugnacious Olympian refuses to release his grip.
God.
What?
Pugnacious.
Yeah, you're welcome. You can have that.
God.
Have that one. Write it down.
I don't know what that means.
That's fine. It's good. It was in context. It's good.
Okay.
Basically, refusing to give in. Just unrelenting.
Right. Pugnacious.
Pugnacious.
Okay. Let's see if I can remember.
Although all
that.
you're thinking of is a little pug dog, aren't you?
Yes.
Of course it is. Michaels claws for the bottom rope and does manage to reach, but not before the damage has been done. Angle slam is countered into a sunset flip, but no, Kurt holds onto the ankle and we are back where we started moments ago. Quick roll through by Shawn sees him nearly steal victory, but it is only enough for 2. Clothesline ducks, but the Sweet Chin music is blocked, and now the Angle slam connects. Hook of the leg for the 1, 2, no. Kurt cannot believe that didn't get the job done as he challenges the count of the official. The straps go back up, only to immediately come back down as he climbs to the top rope. Moonsault attempt sees the Olympian go high into the air but misses his target completely as Shawn rolls free.
And that looked like it hurt.
Yep.
Belly,
yes,
like a
it
belly
does.
flop.
Yep.
Like, oh, no.
Now it's the turn of the Heartbreak Kid to go back to the top, but out of nowhere, Kurt bursts into life and connects with a super angle slam. Hook of the leg, and we get the 1, 2, no. How did Shawn kick out from that? Because it was scripted. And he put an engaged. Yeah, an enraged Angle has hold of Shawn by the hair as he screams into his lifeless face. But with a last-ditch attempt, Michaels breaks the grip and connects with a Sweet Chin music out of nowhere. Brilliant. Yeah. Brilliant stuff. Yeah. But he can't capitalise and both men are down. Slowly Shawn crawls for the cover and we get the 1, 2, no. Angle kicks out apparently, although that did look a little bit suspect, that one. Neither man looks to be in great health, but it is the Heartbreak Kid who's back to his feet first. But before he can move, the Olympian bursts into life and secures the ankle one more time, locking the hold in the middle of the ring. Shawn is wild in his desperation to escape, but every attempt is thwarted, and now Kurt has his legs laced too. After a great struggle and much deliberation, the Heartbreak Kid can take no more and eventually signals his submission. What a match between two greats. A bloody yet victorious Kurt Angle celebrates in the middle of the ring before taking his leave, and I'm keen to learn the thoughts of my co-host on this one. Shawn gets a nice reception for his efforts before leaving the ring, although some are heard chanting, "You tapped out, you tapped out." Holly, what did you make of this match?
I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. There were a few little bits that were a bit annoying, but like as a whole, 4 out of 5.
Okay. 4.75.
Ooh.
I gave it out of 5.
Ooh.
And the reason around the controversy is because I believe in Dave Meltzer's rating system, Kurt Angle does not have a single 5-star rated match.
Really?
I think.
Wow.
And everyone's saying, this is it. This is a 5-star rated match. I say everyone. A lot of people, the vocal people, are saying it should be 5 stars. Dave gave it 4.75, and I forgot to, I mean, we don't really do the comparison point anymore. But when I had a look, I went, oh shit, I've agreed exactly with Dave. I agree, it's fantastic. Yeah. But I can't quite put my finger on. There's a little oomph of something that's missing. And I think it's partly because I'm going, if Shawn was a bit younger, if Kurt was a bit younger, it might have just had a little bit more something to it. But it's a great match.
Oh, it's really
great
good.
match.
For me, there was a little bit. I mean, we know what I like, and when it's the same move over and over again, for me, it does get a tiny little bit tiresome. So I did duck off at half point for the constant side headlocks. That was a bit boring for me.
Yeah.
So I would have put it at 4.5.
Okay.
But still really enjoyed it. It just takes a lot to be a 5.
No, that's fine. No, that's right.
Yeah.
And of course it should be, because you're effectively saying, in near enough terms, in a way, it's perfection. Yeah, or your version of that. But you can have multiple different match types that could still hit 5 stars and not be anything alike, but they'll all have the core kind of same traits that you could kind of carry across. But anyway, you'd think it's going to be the best match that we'll see on this card. Spoiler alert, it is.
Oh, okay, because I was like, what else are you talking about?
No, it is.
Okay.
No, it is. The camera is now panned to the crowd, where we see Mae Young and the Fabulous Moolah clapping with big smiles on their faces, so I can only imagine they're getting fingered, the dirty old bags.
Good Lord.
After a while, we see the animated... Well, I'm just assuming Bobby Heenan and Gene Okerlund have got something to do, haven't they? What are you doing? Got idle hands, boys. Get to work.
Good Lord.
After a while, we see the animated fans behind them ushered back to their seats by a security guard who, I must say, doing a damn good job.
Yeah.
Get the little filth away from them. But our attention is quickly returned to the action as the bagpipes begin to play. And Holly, that can mean only one thing.
I need a drink.
It's time for Piper's Pit.
No, but...
Okay, we'll cancel this bit. No, we'll cancel this bit. We'll move on. Right, get the Pampers ready, because Big Show's on his way, okay? Out comes the man himself, and it's like we roll back the clock 20 years. Holly, do you recognise Piper's leather jacket here?
I'm going to assume you're going to tell me that someone else wore it later on.
Well, I believe it was the exact same jacket that was gifted to Ronda Rousey during her stint in the promotion. Such a fan is the former UFC champion that she even basically took on the moniker of Rowdy for both her MMA career and the time she spent in professional wrestling. Pretty sure it's this jacket.
Okay.
Because it's got a specific texture on the back that's not like a normal leather jacket, and that's, as soon as I saw it, I went, I'm pretty sure that's the one. Could be mistaken, but I think that's the case. Roddy Piper has a microphone and the crowd in his hand as he raises a single finger and simply says, "Thank you for the Hall of Fame." Now it's time to move on and make history. Piper asks the fans who is the baddest man in the WWE. He hears Stone Cold Steve Austin. Hell yeah. Who is the meanest man in the WWE? Hell yes, he hears. Who is the low-downest rattlesnake butt-kicking son of an unnamed goat? Hell yeah, he says. Who is the biggest rebel in the history of the WWE? Bullshit. I loved that. That was so well done, because the crowd like, yeah. And then he calls him out. And to be fair, he's got a point. For back in his time, he was a fucking absolute renegade rebel. Great line. Piper says that he's got to see this guy, so let's bring him on out. The glass shatters, and making his way down to the ring is the ever pissed off Texas Rattlesnake. Holly, give me your thoughts.
I don't think he's ever looked better than how he looks right now.
It's up there, isn't it?
Honestly, it was great.
Because all I thought... Oh, in fact, the next line I've got here... Austin, I must say, is looking in spectacular form, and what a shame it was that he retired when he did. But he kind of had to, from injury sake.
I get it, but he came out, and I'll be honest, we know I've got a soft spot for him anyway, but...
Software, no, don't finish that. I stopped myself.
He came out, and I was like, my God, he looks good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. The four-corner salute by the Rattlesnake, all the while the host of the segment walks back and forth. Austin grabs a stool in his path and throws it over the ropes to the outside on his way to the fourth corner. Not to be outdone, Piper grabs the other stool when the music stops and likewise dismisses it out of the ring. I remember being very happy watching this as a kid. So you're the rebel, huh? Welcome to Piper's Pit. With that, Roddy slaps the Rattlesnake across the face, causing JR to gasp. Great stuff. Austin takes a moment to gather his thoughts before responding. I'm not going to do the accent. Well, I can if you want. It's not going to be good. Thank you very much for having me, you little son of a bitch. And returning the slap with a little extra mustard. Fantastic.
It's great.
Piper, after finishing shaking, says, I kind of like you. And then Austin just goes, Would you like another? Piper says that now they've gotten that out of the way, he wants to start off by saying that he has a lot of respect for Austin, although it's only the first time he's met him in person.
What?
The fans chant what, to which Piper asks them if they're deaf before saying he will not make that mistake again.
I'll be honest, this did tickle me.
Yeah. He says that he has a lot of respect for Austin sticking up for Vince McMahon, sticking it to Vince McMahon, and that he continues to ramble at pace before telling the crowd to keep up. Very good.
It's very good.
Very good.
It.
Take them off their stride.
Mm-hmm.
The fans appreciate it and applaud his efforts.
Yeah.
You rarely see someone win round the fans after they're in a what chant. But on one point, Piper has to disagree. When Austin asks him what that point is, Piper asks the fans, "Oh, so you don't understand him either, huh?" Piper says he was here before WrestleMania had a number. He was pissing off Vince McMahon when the red on the back of Austin's neck was diaper rash, buddy. Good line.
That's good.
Good line.
That's good.
Piper may agree on all the other points, but when it comes to being a rebel, Austin and James Dean hasn't got anything on him. First of all, you mealy-mouthed bastard, Austin doesn't trust a single word out of anybody's mouth, and that includes him. Austin runs down Piper's attire and facial hair before asking if he's supposed to be intimidated by him, and all the while Piper's like flapping his furry kilt accessory at him. If that is supposed to be the case, there must be something he doesn't understand, because he isn't scared one single bit. Piper goes to respond, but is cut off by Austin, who amusingly tells him, No, think about it longer.
Yeah, I did enjoy it.
Crosses his hands and waits.
Mm-hmm.
That was really good. According to Roddy, what they have here is a failure to communicate. It's at this moment we hear the distinctive spitting of an apple, and making his way down to the ring is Galito.
Yeah, I'll be honest, this did lose me a little bit.
But it's such like Caribbean music.
I just don't care for it. Like,
it
was amusing, and then I was like, oh god.
Both Austin and Piper are confused and accuse the other of arranging the interruption. Carlito says for them to look at each other out there, arguing and slapping each other like little girls. And I was just like, got a point. He's got a little point. Both Austin... No, I've gone back. Carlito says that the two men should not be arguing because after all they have something in common. Neither one of them are cool.
Oh, God.
Yep. Nobody wants to see them two anymore. Everybody, though, wants to see Carlito.
No.
Austin invites Carlito into the ring, but Piper wants to know, who the hell are you?
Great.
Rod-
That is the only time you'll probably hear me say, that was great.
Roddy says that he looks like Alfalfa. Oh, you like that one as well, did you? Did you not catch that?
No, not at the time, no.
What was it? Carlito says that he's the new thing around here, and he's the one that is taking charge, and that is cool.
Bollocks.
Carlito would appreciate it if the two gentlemen would walk their way to the back. Austin asks him to repeat himself, and Piper seems to be caught up more on the idea of him having to follow Austin out the ring, like the order mattered. Carlito says that if the two of them, he goes, I don't care what you need to do, just go. If the two of them have a problem with that, pauses, and begins to toss his apple into the air, which is caught by Piper. Piper said, and Piper was so looking forward to this, because Piper tears strips off that apple. It's like he's never eaten before. Mm-hmm. And Carlito must be standing there going, that's a lot. That's a lot you've just put in your mouth. Because he even stops and looks at us and goes, I'm going to do more. And carries on eating the apple, which is great. Yeah. I'm fully on board with that. Piper says he does have a problem with that, furiously begins to chomp away on the apple before spitting it in Carlito's face. Not happy with this outcome, Carlito drops a man in a dress and with left hands and begins to rain down further punches from the mounted position. After laughing for a while, Austin's face suddenly changes. It's like if you've ever seen the scene that he did backstage, with Kurt Angle, where he goes, ha 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 ha, and then just fucking deadpans it right afterwards. He kind of does that. He grabs Carlito by the hair, rolling him into the buckles before stomping a mud hole in him, and I dare say, Holly, walking it dry. Austin whips Carlito towards Piper, who pokes him in the eye. Oh yeah. And then we see a Stone Cold Stunner. Austin's music hits because it's the 90s again, and calls for a few beers, which he downs with the hot rod. More beers, more drinking. Piper is allegedly struggling to keep up with Austin's beer drinking capacity, but does make it through 3 rounds in his defence. Piper, by the way, big. He was a wild animal. What I saw Ric Flair interviewed within the last 2 years, I think it was, in his bling bling Mr. T phase, and they basically asked him. They said, if you had like a table full of cocaine and you could pick one wrestler to go through it with you, who do you think would be able to do it with you? And he said, Piper. He didn't even pause to think. Wow, Piper is what he said. So Piper getting tipsy off 3 beers amused me. So after the 3 beers, one more for the road, but this time as Piper knocks it back, he too is gifted with a Stone Cold Stunner. And to be fair, he sells it well. Yep. He does sell it well. As JR says on commentary, you can't trust a rattlesnake. Austin heads up the ramp, and credit needs to be given to the beer thrower, who picks him out on the aisleway with 2 more cans. We now get a hard cut. Just suddenly just goes, oh, we're gone. Michael Cole and Taz, who ask the audience if they're ready for more action. Yeah, we don't need to see you. Holly, it's now time for the special sumo attraction. Yes, you heard what I said.
Yeah, I did.
Tony Chimmel now explains the rules to us, confirming that to lose, one of the competitors either needs to be removed from the combative circle or knocked to the floor. Holly.
Yes.
The fuck went through your head?
I literally wrote down, I was like, because I knew I was watching this ahead of you, because I think even by the time we'd recorded last time, I'd already seen this.
You had?
And I just remember being like, is this real? Like, is this a thing? And when I was actually watching this, I don't remember what time it was, but I was a bit like, oh, I think I'm done for the day watching. I'm just going to Google how long this is. And it told me how long it lasted. And
so
I was like, that's fine. I can have this be the last.
Were you concerned prior to what they said was going to take place in the sumo match that it was either going to be 2 people in sumo suits having a little contest, or it was like the early days of the Piggy James stuff?
I'll be honest, what I assumed I would see was what I saw.
Rikishi, nowhere to be seen.
I don't want to see it again.
Yeah, it's kind of it's one of those things where you watch it and you feel like you can taste what you're watching.
Yeah, like a lot of sweaty, just gross.
Yeah, a lot of
gun.
Oh yeah,
a lot of gun sweat.
Yeah, Akebono could he could like house a family under his gun.
Yes,
if he needed to,
and you get a lot of good shots of it too.
Yes, there's tremendous, isn't it?
Not
tremendous. Credit to the Hawaiian. That's all bought and paid for. No fucking about. He's just bought a veranda over the toy shop. There's nothing wrong with that. True. Nothing wrong with that.
I did also put in here, this would be I'm getting the beers in, I'll see you in a bit.
Yeah.
Job.
Yeah, and after I pull my trousers back up after the excitement of the sumo match, I'll be there with you. This match, Akebono versus The Big Show in a sumo challenge. I tell you what, Big Show doesn't half get some shit at WrestleMania, doesn't he?
I genuinely I felt a bit bad for him.
Up to this point, not one at WrestleMania.
Well, okay.
I could give a spoiler alert for you.
Fine.
He doesn't win for another 6, 7 WrestleManias.
Great.
You'll forget that, so it's fine.
I will.
But it's like the reverse Undertaker streak.
Yes.
He was one of the Undertaker's victims. We should have known he was going to lose.
Of course.
Making his way to the ring first is the monstrous Akebono, who, according to Michael Cole, is the most feared man in the history of Japanese sumo wrestling. But Holly, have you ever heard of Akebono prior to this?
No.
So Akebono was legitimately, I think he achieved Yokozuna rank in Super. So he wasn't Yokozuna, to be clear.
Yeah.
But obviously the rank in sumo, which is the highest pedigree that you can get in the sport. Did I tell you one of the facts about sumo wrestling, which I actually weirdly already knew, and I don't know why I knew it. It's one of those stupid facts that just is said to you, and you're like, well, that's never leaving my brain. Mm-hmm. And as part of the sumo culture, when they are... So basically, the way they pack on weight, it's actually a science. There's a medical science involved in it. It's not just like, I'm going to throw burgers at you and you're just going to go through them. It's all rice. It's fairly clean food. It's just the volume of it is so high, which is why they put it on. So it's... I'm not saying healthy mass, but yeah, that's the general idea behind it. When they've got... And I'm going to use the phrase young boys coming up in the business... One of the things that the young boy's job would be, apart from like helping with the washing and stuff of the garments, is for some of the sumo wrestlers who are rather too portly to wipe their own arse.
No. That thing.
Considered an honour to assist in the wiping of a sumo wrestler's rusty sheriff's badge. Yeah. Just let that sink in.
No.
Akebono's a man that probably cannot reach his own taint, I'm guessing. So, yeah, I just want you to go to bed with that image. I like how you acted like you just pulled a pube out your mouth and you did that as well. I was like, oh, Christ, what's that? So, yeah, it kind of assaults all the senses, doesn't it, that?
Good Lord.
Yeah. Okay.
Great,
if you had to wipe one of their two... No, I'm not going to ask.
Absolutely not. No fucking way.
Oh, dear.
It
What's
would take
with your
fucking,
tongue? Jesus.
It would take a special kind of someone for that to ever happen.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair.
And only for like medical issues, like if they've had an operation or broken their arms.
I was going to say, because you've been with people that shit themselves, to be fair, haven't you?
Yeah.
At no point were you involved in the clean-up duty, and rightly so.
Not.
Rightly so.
Absolutely not.
Actually, it's upsetting how many of my friends I know have done this. Mostly through drink. Not always through drink, which is concerning. There's a story about one of my mates, and I know he's actually not going to hear this podcast, which I'll probably share, but to be fair, you already know it, so I'm not going to waste your time. But Mark, if you are listening, you avoided a bullet there. Mm-hmm. Okay, right. So Akebono, just to give you a little bit of background, sorry. So yeah, he did reach that Yokozuna, change the word, Yokozuna rank. He drifted out of the sport. I think he was a fairly controversial figure, but he kind of went into the world of professional wrestling and MMA and kickboxing. He even did.
Really?
Yep.
At the size?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he lost a little bit of weight for it, but he wasn't. Yeah, he was always.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah, he was. He would have been in the Colossal Tussle, to give WrestleMania its true original name. Yeah, he wasn't at high level at all. But basically, WWE saw an opportunity with him to basically give it an international flavour that would appeal to overseas viewers that might not have otherwise watched. They're like, oh, Akebono's doing something in wrestling, I've got to watch it. But he did do some work for New Japan Pro Wrestling as well, did Akebono. Passed away.
Oh.
Yeah, he passed away, I want to say, it was only within the last couple of years as well, 50... I can't remember the age. He was in his mid-50s.
Do sumo wrestlers have maybe like a shorter... This is a general question, I haven't got a clue. Like a shorter lifespan based on their like lifestyle?
I would have to look into that. You would imagine so based on their size.
Yeah.
But I don't know, to be perfectly honest. I mean, Japanese people, I think, in general, have the longest life expectancy. Yeah, so I don't know if they're... Imagine if they are. Like, let's say sumo wrestlers are massively dragging that average down. Christ, could you imagine how long they're
just wondered, because obviously they're big guys.
Yeah.
And I wondered if that was a factor or not.
I think it was a heart-related issue that took him out in the end. But if you're doing the math on that, that puts him at younger than both of us at this event.
Cool. But I'm skinnier than him there, so it's fine.
And you're not dead now? So there's that as well.
No, but I mean...
Yeah, I mean, if you're taking highlights
from it... small little wins.
I'm saying, like, there's worse things.
As protruding as his.
Mine's running it close these days, but there's...
it's not.
No, to be fair, my tits are smaller, though, that's fine. To be fair, your tits are smaller than his. They're fucking colossal.
Yeah, that's so true.
They're colossal. And that's not a dig at you, so...
No, I'll take that.
Not that I've been measuring either, for that matter. But yeah, so that's the background of why he is here at the event. As Michael finishes listing Akebono's credentials as the first non-Japanese Grand Champion, the Big Show's music hits and the man appears moments later in a tiger print kimono showing all kinds of calf, the slut.
Yeah.
We have gone from Playboy pillow fights to two men wrestling in nappies.
I don't know why, because this would have looked more stupid, but in my head I was like, I know he's going to have the sumo gear on, but can he please still have like his singlet on underneath?
I would have been fine with that, actually, to be honest. Of course, I'm making light of this in terms of wrestling, but appreciate the sumo has a rich cultural significance in Japanese audiences. Big Show winks uncomfortably at the fans as he enters the ring, and the two men lock eyes. They remove their attire before respectfully bowing and making their way to the middle of the ring. When Paul White looks to be the better condition of the two competitors in the ring, we have a fundamental fucking problem. The two men crouch before one another before each retrieving ceremonial salt to season the surface, and my concern is that they might just get out a knife and fork and eat the bastard.
The camera angles already were too much here.
Yeah, they were. It was like the Yokozuna camera angle to the
Yes.
extreme. I was looking at parts of Akebono that was like not quite covered, going, what is this part of the anatomy?
Yes, I think we saw parts of him, but I don't think he's seen in
Yeah.
quite a long time.
It was like a satchel. Like a...
It's the underneath.
Yeah, it's this bit
the
here.
underneath, that's what I
Yeah.
would call a gun. Like,
Yeah,
it's the low hang bit before.
It was like two massively swollen fanny lips that had kind of just popped out
Oh
the
my
side.
But I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that imagery.
No, but having seen it,
Yeah.
I totally understand how you're describing that.
I'm even more sorry for the fact that I actually said the word fanny lips out loud.
What
I will
else did you
say, Jamie's going to have a fucking field day doing shorts with this, as I just get rinsed for... Again, to be clear, not having a pop at sumo culture as a
No,
general thing,
no.
but this is not what we want to see here, quite frankly. If I go to a sumo wrestling match,
You
I'm
don't
not
wanna
expecting to
see-
see choke slams.
Exactly.
Although, to be fair, if I saw a Hurricane Runner in a sumo match, sign me up.
I mean, it'd be
I'm there for it.
impressive.
I'm there for it. Rey Mysterio just sumo. Oh my god, he'd die, poor thing. Anyway, back in the middle of the ring, but the mind games continue as they first crouch before staring at one another down from a standing position once again. More salt is thrown, and it must smell like a kebab shop in that ring right now. I'm not going to lie, I laughed when I said that, when I did it.
One thing does
Yeah.
impress me about this
Yep.
is the depth of the squat.
Oh, absolutely.
That really does impress me.
Yeah, like for Akebono's sheer girth, legs were fairly normal.
Yeah, and he's carrying a lot in the middle, so
Is he?
to be able to get down that far, I was well impressed.
He looks like one of those
I don't need to see it from
pasta cutting
behind,
machines.
Oh,
Turned on its side, where the middle bit, where you roll it and it cuts off the ravioli.
stop it.
You know exactly what I mean,
Of
though,
course I
don't you?
do. Of course I
Okay.
do.
Right, so there's another image for you.
Wow, I think it might have ruined ravioli for a while, I'll be honest.
Yeah, just especially if you give it a sniff and you're like, it's questionable. Questionable meat stench. Bit more salt. There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sorted.
Okay, the two men charge at each other like fully stocked refrigerators, and neither man really budges an inch. Each has a grip of the other's washi, there you go, learnt the technical term, but unable to remove their opponent from the circle. Big Show signals as though he's going to go for a clothesline, but instead they resume palm thrusting one another. Well, that's an unintentional
palm
sexy
thrust.
thought. Yeah, I tell you, I'll give you a palm thrust. With an impressive feat of strength, Show lifts Akebono up by the washi, which is actually damn impressive. Now I'm thinking
That's
food.
jam impressive.
Jam impressive. He wishes it was jam. He'd have fucking taken that out. Which is damn impressive given his size. And I can only imagine this also to be the ultimate wedgie.
Oh.
As he moves him to the edge of more fanny lips falling out at this point. He's got a full set, full house, full bingo. As he moves him to the edge of the ring, but Akebono continues the momentum and sends Big Show not only from the circle, but all the way down to the commentary table below. Ropes are not there, to be clear. Your winner of the sumo match, because that's it,
Yep, done.
Akebono.
Cool.
From the ring, Akebono stares down at the defeated Big Show, who begrudgingly nods in a sign of respect. The official raises the hand of Akebono before Big Show shakes his hand and raises his arm for the fans. They laugh about the outcome of the match before both make their way back up the aisle. I'm not rating this.
No, I didn't.
Although, the women's match got 0 stars, so I'll give this a 0.25 just to make sure that the women's match is at the very bottom.
Oh, I didn't. I'll be honest, I didn't rate it because this is not where my
No.
expertise lie.
I'm being a little bit stroppy, to be honest,
okay.
about it, just to prove a point, because I'm not rating this, but it still should be higher than the women's
Okay.
match.
Fair.
We now head to a promo package for the upcoming WWE Championship match. Holly, you pleased?
I am.
Giveth and taketh in the same match.
It really does.
Footage of the two men appear on the film reel before we head to the full VT package. JBL says the thing that makes him deserve the WWE title more than John Cena is greatness, dignity, courage, and respect. John Cena does not have any of these things. I'm pretty sure he has hustle, loyalty, and respect, actually, fuckface, okay? Cena has disgraced the United States title by turning it into some sort of, and I quote, bling bling show.
Bling bling.
Thanks, mum.
He's so old. Isn't
Honestly.
it is so funny. It's cringe. It's cringe.
Oh, it's gross, isn't
Utter
it?
cringe.
It's gross. It's the kind of attitude that kicks you out of bed. We now see footage of JBL assisting Orlando Jordan in securing the United States title from John Cena, courtesy of a belt shot to the head. At WrestleMania, John Cena will bow at the feet of greatness, or JBL. Mm-hmm. Now John Cena is fired up, and he says that he is sick and tired of JBL. Screaming, shouting promo, classic John Cena getting angry. Footage of JBL incinerating Cena's version of the United States title is accompanied by John saying that whilst JBL likes to break titles, he prefers to break faces. And Nikki Bella's heart. John Cena believes in... That was harsh, wasn't it? That was harsh. She's fine. She's...
sad.
Oh, no, she's not fine. She's divorced and come back for money. Okay, fair enough. John Cena believes in an eye for an eye. As John calls out the WWE champion, Teddy Long makes his way to the ring and tells him that he'll have to wait till WrestleMania. Danger. Cena says that you're either part of the solution or you're part of the problem. As Teddy Long is preventing JBL from coming out, he's part of the problem. As such, John Cena hits an FU, we're not attitude adjustment just yet, on the SmackDown general manager. Holla holla. Following on from this, Teddy Long decrees that John Cena will be unable to lay a hand on JBL until WrestleMania, or he will forfeit his right for the WWE title. JBL uses this to antagonise Cena, suggesting that his mum slept with a grocery guy to pay for food and that she spent most of her time on her back. Your mum jokes? Really?
Yeah.
Really? I mean, the fact it was right is beside the point. I do not know what John Cena's mum, whether she was a trollop or not. I'll assume not. As the challenger can't lay hands on the champion, he slashes his limo tyres and spray paints the side, as well as cutting his tie and dumping a gallon of water on his head. If JBL touches Cena first, then all bets are off. JBL, despite being goaded, does not lay a finger on him, and therefore the challenger spray paints a yellow stripe down his back. The WWE champion then has John Cena arrested. To add insult to injury, he kicks him in the bollocks. Big man stuff.
Yeah.
JBL guaranteed... What? He was APA!
I know, right?
Yeah. JBL guarantees he'll walk out of WrestleMania still WWE champion. Time for the match.
Finally.
JBL versus... Sorry, I'm sorry if it bored you.
No, it's just this one. I think because it's JBL,
yeah.
you just automatically go, I just don't care.
It's like... you know what I mean?
Bradshaw, I'd be all up in it. It'd be great. That was what I would actually like to see.
Yeah, but Bradshaw can't go around talking about his mum.
No, I know.
Yeah.
He'd just be smoking a cigar and drinking a beer behind the door.
He would, but he'd also say, it was me that fucked your mum.
Exactly.
He wouldn't say someone.
But that would be better, right?
What, if he fucks his...
No, but to say that, have that attitude,
yeah,
would be
sure.
so much better than this crap.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say queef. I really thought you were going to say queef, and I don't know why.
No, it's not a word I tend to use much.
I mean, it's not a word many people use, to be fair. What, are you all right?
Yeah, it's fine.
You're all over the place. You just keep going like, suddenly it's like a...
just keep hearing noise.
Holly's doing some proper smell the fart acting over here right now.
Thank you.
So, whose side are you on?
Oh, I wonder. John Cena.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, if I didn't say so already, just to be clear, JBL versus John Cena, WWE title. JBL makes his way to the ring by style.
This is the longest intro ever. This annoys me even more than the Undertaker's entrance.
Why does this annoy me, Holly?
Well, he shouldn't be coming out first.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, don't worry. Main event gets a little bit of that too. Mm-hmm. So JBL makes his way to the ring in style by not only entering the arena in a limo, but also having a police escort to accompany him. It annoyed Holly. I was fine with it. Genuinely fine with it. Apart from it being first.
I think it's just long. It's just annoying.
Hurry up. This is good prick behaviour.
I mean, yes.
I like that. Give the devil his due on something. Sometimes I see what JBL does and I go, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I still don't have to like you.
Yeah, fair.
But, anyway.
Also, I know what I really want to see, so just...
hurry
up. Absolutely.
Oh, do we get that later? Michael Cole reiterates the fact that JBL is the longest reigning WWE champion in the past 10 years, and boy oh boy is that a sad reality. The champion shakes hands with Orlando Jordan before making his way down to the ring as $100 bills with his face on rain down from the rafters. Nice touch?
Sure.
I think
it
is.
It was real money. Could you imagine?
With his face on?
No.
I mean, yeah, that would be mental.
Real
He's not
money.
giving it to the peasants.
That'd be great.
No, yeah, but
what
true.
Mania was that with the money?
9. You talk
Las
about
Vegas, right?
where Hogan was giving the money out, and Brutus is like, "You have $1, you have $1,
I get 10.
5 for me, 5 for me,
1 for you,
Yeah.
2 for me."
Where Hogan's like, "Here's pocket change, children,"
Yes.
as he's going out. Yeah, that was WrestleMania 9.
Wow.
Put that into context. That's 12 WrestleManias ago.
Wow.
Yeah, that we did that.
Sheesh.
Yep. Interestingly, JBL appears to be choosing to go it alone. No Basham Brothers, no Orlando Jordan.
Good.
Will it bite him in the buttocks? JBL, a man with a face that you would never grow tired of punching, just as a side point there. As much as I dislike him, he should not be coming out first. Now here comes the... Oh, wow. Oh, it's done a U.
Master.
What? No, it hasn't done that. No, that's a very different word. You know that's wrong, though, because you said... what have you got down?
I'll be honest, in the run-up, I wrote Master of Thugonomics, and then in the match, I haven't written it, because I then heard it, and I was like, oh, I was wrong.
Whatever your gut instinct is, go against it.
I know.
Fly in the face of your instinct.
You'd think by now.
No, because you
would twig it.
You doubt yourself. You think, have I remembered that this is the reverse?
Yeah.
And then you just will always fall back on the same thing.
I know.
It's unbelievable.
That's the story of my life.
Well, I wasn't going to say that. So, yes, it is the Doctor of Thugonomics, or as it's got here, I don't know what this is, the Doctor of Genomics.
Oh.
Whatever genomics is. It's done it like it's a word,
okay.
because it's also corrected what I actually said.
Okay.
Why I was arrogant enough to think that thugonomics was actually going to come out as a word.
Genomics is the study of organisms' complete set of DNA.
Okay, that makes sense.
Cool. All right.
Okay, so John Cena, Doctor of that.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Why not?
And the leader of the Chain Gang. JBL makes out with the title belt for a second time, but perhaps Holly is simply kissing it goodbye. The bell sounds and we are underway. Collar and elbow tie-up sees the two men wind up in the corner before, where JBL applies a side headlock. Back on the side headlock.
Mm-hmm.
A few shots to the midsection before the challenger pushes free, and he finds himself knocked down with a shoulder tackle. Dropped down and leapfrog by Cena, and this time it is he who knocks the champion down with a shoulder tackle, but he immediately runs into a big boot in the corner. Charging shoulder tackle by Bradshaw puts Cena down, but Michael Cole begins to talk about JBL's football career, where he allegedly played for the Oakland Raiders. Bullshit. He did sign for the Los Angeles Raiders as an undrafted free agent, but was released before the 1990 season started. I got a penalty certificate signed by Alex Ferguson. That doesn't mean I played football for Manchester fucking United.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you for informing me of this.
I do have that certificate. Yes, did well in the penalties. Face first into the buckles goes the challenger, and he hits a right hand. More right hands now in the corner, and a clubbing blow drops Cena to his knees. Irish whip is reversed, but Cena ducks too early and is clubbed to the back, which knocks him down to the canvas once more. Big knife edge chop and more punishment is dished out against the buckles before a big boot drops him on his face. That didn't sound Canadian, did it?
No.
Good. Swinging neck breaker by the champion, and he must have enjoyed it as he hits the same move immediately after. That earned him a count of 2. The challenger is draped between the top and middle ropes with his neck being guillotined over the top strand. JBL holds on until moments before the count of 5. Now Cena finds himself in a camel clutch type position with his neck being cranked backwards over the middle rope. Slingshot sends Cena throat first into the middle rope. The two men exchange right hands in the middle of the ring, but the challenger gets the better of... but his corner whip is reversed. However, he does manage to get a boot up on the charge, and it does sound Canadian again. Cena hits the ropes but runs directly into a spine buster. JBL signals the Longhorns to the fans, but only manages to get one on the cover. Japanese stranglehold neckbreaker this time by the champion, still only gets a count of 2.
Mm-hmm.
Dismissive boots to the face of John Cena by the champion, who seems to be revelling in the punishment he's dishing out. Cena fires back with right hands, but quickly takes a thumb to the eye.
Boo.
There it is. Corner whip and charging clothesline by JBL lands hard. Short arm lariat connects, and Cena has to drape his foot over the bottom rope to break the pin attempt. Well done, actually. Are they friendship bracelets that Cena has tied to his laces there, Holly? Or are they those, charity supporting things that were all the rage back when we were kind of tweens?
The plastic bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
He had a load of them looped through his laces.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
That's what it looked like. There was about 4 or 5 of them.
Oh wow, okay.
Same on the same shoe as well. Snapmare takedown by the champion, and he drives a brutal forearm into the lower back. Off the ropes goes the challenger, and he finds himself locked into a sleeper hold in the middle of the ring. Cena flails away wildly but ultimately, Holly, you will not be called upon here to do the honours, as the challenger escapes with a back suplex. Both men are down. They return to their feet but find themselves back on the canvas once more when both men connect with a clothesline. Big right hands from Cena, but JBL grabs him by the belt and sends him flying between the ropes down to the black mats below. Third swinging neckbreaker connects, this time on the floor. They return to the ring where the challenger manages to kick out of another pin attempt at 2. The champion elevates Cena onto the top buckle where he manages to deliver a superplex. Pretty good, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Delayed cover is still not enough to get the job done. The champion bizarrely makes the decision to head to the top rope where he takes flight and leaps directly into a power slam that drives him into the canvas. Both men are down again. Cena begins landing a series of right hands as well as a headbutt before 2 clotheslines drop the champion. Off the ropes, and JBL is sent for a ride on a back body drop before being sent back down to the canvas with a flying shoulder tackle. Terrible jumping hip toss scores, and now we get the patented John Cena spinning back suplex. After it was confirmed that JBL cannot see him, what do we see, Holly?
5 knuckle shuffle.
Yes, we do. In a move that will greatly please my co-host,
Yeah.
What does John Cena do next?
He pumps up his shoes.
He pumps up his motherfucking shoes
Yes,
first
do you know
time.
how long?
89 episodes.
How long have I been waiting for this?
89 episodes, and we get a John Cena little rumpy pumpy.
I was happy.
I bet you were. But he charges right into a boot in the corner, Canadian again, and narrowly avoids a clothesline from hell. Up onto the shoulders goes JBL, and he is sent for another ride, this time with a nephew. Hook of the leg sees the 1, 2, 3. Your winner of this match by pinfall and new WWE champion, John Cena. I must say, Holly, when I was watching this, I went, that finished quicker than I thought it was going to, or what I remember seeing it. Good. Mm-hmm. But I was surprised.
It surprised me how quick it was,
Yep.
I'll be honest.
Because neither had like a real moment of like, oh, you've kicked out of 17 finishers and all this kind of
It
stuff.
didn't really show Cena as being that great.
No, because he
it
took a
wasn't
beating for a lot of it.
He just took some neck breakers and then, I don't know. It was fine because it didn't go on for a long time. That would have been worse. But just, I don't know, just a bit of nothing.
I think John really grew into his position.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like he was ready-made for it from an in-ring perspective. His in-ring work admittedly got a lot better as when he became the champion.
Yeah.
But you could tell at this stage he still looked clunky. Mm-hmm. There's just like not natural movement and flow between and I'm going to give someone their credit. Randy Orton has got a natural ability as a professional wrestler where his movement makes sense. Cena's doesn't. I'm not saying Cena's a bad pro wrestler, but I'm just saying it doesn't look like a natural thing for him to do.
It's been built upon rather than...
Yes.
Yeah,
there wasn't like an inclination in terms of... And someone else who... They definitely are much better in terms of what they do in the ring, in my opinion. But as a comparison point, they said that when training to become a professional wrestler, CM Punk just didn't have a lot of the stuff you need. His trainer said that when he did like a leapfrog, he said he jumped like he had lead in his ass. And yet Colt Cabana, who he was obviously very friendly with and started wrestling or broke into the business with us when they started out their careers, was a natural in terms of everything he did. Athletically speaking, made sense. Whereas Punk was kind of awkward and didn't and I get, even though very different frames, Cena just has always had this kind of clunkiness about him, especially when he's throwing right hands. It's some of the compare a John Cena right hand to a Razor Ramon right hand. Oh. Razor Ramon, one of the best right hands in the game. Mm-hmm. Not in Triple H, sorry, to be clear. Who's yet to come out, actually. Yeah. But yeah, and this really highlights it for me because he can't hide that behind better wrestling.
Yeah, also he's against JBL, right? So
JBL's a better wrestler than John Cena is at this point in time.
But it just, I don't know. Yeah, it's one of those matches, isn't it? You just watch it and you go, okay.
Yeah,
No,
I think hindsight has done this maybe a little bit of a disservice, because I remember seeing this at the time. I was so happy because I love the rapping John Cena. I thought it was great.
Yes.
I thought it was really, really, like, genuinely really good.
Yep.
So to him, again, I didn't like JBL. So to have him, a character that I really was into at the time, beat JBL for the WWE title, I was like, excellent.
Yeah.
Great match. Looking at it now, I go,
Yeah.
it's not though, is it?
No.
It's not though. So let me just finish off the last couple of points here. So the new champion's eyes are nearly bulging out of his head, and it still amazes me that he's actually a good actor in films, as he bites the title belt to make sure that it is real. Cena climbs onto the barricade and raises the title high before falling off, and handing it to a random fan to lift as well. Fan looks awkward. I'd be like,
yes.
get your moment. You've got the actual belt. You're not the pricks who go to shows with belts, and you pricks. Unless, okay, right, I'm going to make 2 caveats here.
Oh, all right.
It has to be done incredibly ironically,
Yes.
or child or disability. They're the 3. You get passes. If you are, I mean, I guess you can make an argument about a lot of wrestling fans on a certain area of kind of society, shall we say, which I'm very much in as well, to be fair. But I look at them and I just go, I don't like what we are sometimes as a community.
Okay.
I just go,
Yeah.
And he's got the actual title, and he's like, ooh.
Yeah, like the belt thing. It's not. I mean, it's not something I'm ever interested in.
Like merch, I don't care.
But
That's
like,
fine.
Yeah, t-shirts,
But
all that
belts.
stuff, fine. But would it? It would be the same as buying like a replica World Cup trophy, right?
Yeah. Okay. So for me, if
Which
you
to me
can,
just
because
seems
you can
pointless.
get basically a replica that's as good as the real thing, and it costs a lot of money.
Well, when we went to, I know
Yes.
this years ago, when we went to AEW, they were selling for like 300-400 quid.
Yeah.
Do you know how many pairs of shoes I could buy for 300-400 quid? That's ridiculous.
One. I don't know.
Well, yeah,
what-
I mean, I could,
Yeah.
but I could buy a nice couple of pairs for that.
Yeah.
Like, and also, what do you do with it?
To be
Just
fair,
sits on your fucking wall. It's weird.
well, what do the shoes do? Wait
On
in
my
your cupboard
feet.
and then you go
And
sell
I
them on
wear
Vinted.
them. No, they get worn.
Not all of them. I've seen you sell shoes.
Oh yeah, but not always like brand new.
No, well, yeah, true. But you did do a couple, didn't you? Where you basically said, I didn't actually wear them.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But even if I've worn them once or twice, I'll still sell them, saying I've never worn them.
Yeah, I mean, there's some dirty bastards out there that would very much buy the worn ones as well. So, yeah, more power to you. But I get that. If I was, to be fair, if I was going to properly do that, I wouldn't ever do it to take to a show. You'd want it signed by like a couple people and then put it on the wall.
Yeah, I mean, if it's
As a collector's
signed,
item.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, we obviously got you the shitty one. Ironically,
That's fine, though. I love
for
that.
your stag do.
I think it's down there.
Yeah.
It is down there.
But
Yeah.
again, it was funny. We did challenges to get it.
Yeah, no, that's great.
And it's not.
That-
mean, it's a kid's belt.
I will
'cause none
never-
of us
yeah,
could get it on.
I will never get rid of that because that means a lot to me.
Yeah.
But
But it's the ones where they drop so much money for it, and it's like, yeah, but it's not you. Like
But-
you walk
but you can
that one particular person at the show that we know, but we know of them.
the guy who dressed like
Yes,
Eddie Murphy from
yes, that exact
Stand
guy,
Up. Yeah.
and genuinely looks like he thinks he's the shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but he's not.
Because all I wanted
not
to do when
you.
I saw it, I'm sure it's a lovely bloke.
I'm sure.
All I wanted to do is go up and ask if he wanted me to sign it.
Yeah.
Like as if like, no, I'm going to pretend I'm more important than you just because you got a bet. Like I don't know. I
I
saw
don't know. Like I just like, for me personally, it's just the money side of it. Like I just could not drop
It's-
money like that
yeah.
on something like that.
It-
I get people do, and there's worse things to spend your money on.
It's harder for me, obviously, given like some of the hobbies that I'm in
Yeah.
general, which we can see the remnants of here. To be fair, so I get that side of it, but I don't get it for that purpose. But then again, I don't get the hobby that I do like for the purpose that some other people do
Yeah.
for it. So
Yeah.
it's one of those situations.
Yeah.
So
Each
for as many
their
people
own,
that
but-
agree with us, there'll be a certain number of people
Of
that
course.
disagree with us, and that's absolutely fine. You're welcome to your opinions. Everyone's got opinions; they're entitled to them. Most like arseholes full of shit. That's all I'm saying. So, what was it? Our show, our last word, dickhead.
No, your show.
My show.
Your
It's not my
last
show.
word.
It's not my show. Trust me, you have come out with the highlight quote. So if we're looking through the course, looking through the annals of our show catalogue, Old Steak
Yeah, but,
is quote one.
yeah, but none of them are good though. Like it's just
They're
me being silly.
tremendous.
I
It
know.
was just the again. I know we've harked on about this before, but
Hmm.
it was how quick me saying, "What restaurant would you have for Hulk Hogan Old Steak?" I barely finished the question, and normally
Yeah, no.
I could say,
My brain ticks a while.
"Okay, let's say
sometimes.
this." Right after the show, I
Yeah.
say, "Where would you like to go to dinner tonight?" I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
What restaurant would Hulk Hogan have? Old Steak.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Sometimes my brain works. Sometimes, most of the time, it does not.
Outstanding. Never change on that, because it's like little drops of gold that are just kind of permeating through. That's great. You can put that with pugnacious as well. Yeah.
I'd already forgotten that other word. Pugnacious.
I'm going to test you after this, so just so you know.
Great.
So yeah, he gives it to the fan. Crap. Now we get the famous shot. I don't know if you probably have seen this before, of John Cena collapsing into a harem of Asian females. As the crowd close in on him and they celebrate his title victory. That was used for a long time of him just collapsing backwards and being celebrated.
I have seen that.
Michael Cole says it best. I guess JBL is no longer a wrestling god. Never was, Michael. Never was. We get one final shot of Cena raising the title before heading backstage for the first of many Cena reigns to really get underway. What did you think of this match and what did you rate it?
2 out of 5.
Okay.
Because I didn't hate it. It was alright, but it just wasn't as entertaining for me as mid card. 2. That makes me happy.
Yeah, when I reckon if you'd asked me as a kid, I would have gone probably closer to 3. Just on the, I say kid, how old have I been? 16. Kind of a child, but not fair. Quite. I think I would have gone close to 3 just because I was happy that JBL lost it. But if I'm trying to look at it more analytically for just what it is, to be fair, it is kind of hard. You can't really kind of take it out of the moment though either, because that is so much of what goes into it. So again, but I think maybe I'm still a little bit holding on to that, because it might have even been less than 2, to be quite honest. If you think of the content, there wasn't much to it. Nice superplex.
I'm just happy with it's my favourite Cena.
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what, don't you fall from that cloud in a moment. We swiftly head now to highlight package of the 2005 Hall of Fame ceremony. Randy Orton inducts his father, Cowboy Bob Orton. Other members of the class include Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik. The wonderful and talented Bobby Heenan, whose first port of call is to say, what the hell did the Iron Sheik just say? Before introducing Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
Yay. A
true win twice favourite, Jimmy Hart, and I'm pretty sure Holly Bowen asked for the ballot box to be recounted.
I cannot get past a damn wrestling show without him being in it.
Jimmy Hart is thankful for the megaphone, and Holly is crying.
Livid.
The Nature Boy Ric Flair inducts a good friend, Rowdy Roddy Piper. That's kind of actually touched upon what I mentioned earlier. And great speech from the Hot Rod. What they caught of that speech seemed very good. Sylvester Stallone even makes a special appearance to induct the incredible, the immortal Hulk Hogan. Bet that surprised you, Holly.
Yeah.
Just because he's a legitimate Hollywood star and they can get him to do that. It's like how they occasionally bring Arnie to do stuff as well. Hogan says that the strongest force in the world is not Hulkamania, brother. It's the professional wrestling fans. Until they call you a racist, of course. We now return live to the arena where Tony Chimmel hands off to Mean Gene Okerlund, who reintroduces to the fans the 2005 Hall of Fame class. And I'm used to that, which I don't think they did here, did they? Because everyone got their own entrance theme.
Everyone got their own girl too.
Yes, they did. Sorry, that was a down boy. Sorry.
Jesus.
That was a bit rock-like. Yeah. That's the only comparison. Well, at least you'd know who I was, though.
Fuck off.
One by one, the class emerges, being accompanied by the divas of WWE. Paul Orndorff looks incredibly happy to be accompanied to the ring by Miss Jackie. And fair play to the lad.
He don't stop looking.
Yeah, well, good, to be fair.
I mean, I get it, but also...
Tits bigger than his head.
Like, she walks away. He's there meant to be getting his moment. He don't care. He's turned around just looking at her as she walks away.
All you can hear is... as she walks off in the distance. That's hard with one hand, that's all I'm saying. Yeah. I'm trying to think who else comes out. Tori Wilson comes out. That'd have been my choice.
Keebler.
Yeah, Keebler's not... I'd pick Tori.
What's her name? Whose name? Oh, Kanellis.
Maria Kanellis.
Yeah.
Candice Michelle.
That's the other one, yeah.
Yep, they're all there. And sorry, there are men there as well. Hang on a second. Yes. Where are we? Cowboy Bob Orton is still selling from earlier in the night, which I respect immensely. Roddy Piper refuses to sell the Stone Cold Stunner from earlier, which I somehow respect just as much. Because Orton's like, oh shit. Yeah. Earlier in the night, Piper's like, I've recovered, baby. Like, great stuff.
He's done a couple of lines.
He has. Fine. Oh, of course, a couple of lines. He did a couple of lines on the way out. Out as the main event comes Hulk Hogan, who is wearing all black, giving me distinct NWO vibes. Stacy Keibler is with him, and they both cup their ears to the fans. I don't want to see Stacy do it.
I'll be honest.
It's not your moment.
These girls are great. They're pretty, fine. But weirdly for me, I felt like it took away from the people.
Yep, agreed.
And I was a bit, and when they're waving, I'm like, put your hand down.
Yeah.
You're just escorting them out. Like, it's not about you right
now. You're nothing. Yeah, all right?
I know.
But no, I agree with you. I do think it takes away. Yeah. I think Iron Sheik, I can understand maybe need a bit of help.
Well, yes, but...
Just Iron Sheik, just an absolute little tub of chaos, isn't he? Do like his music, though, I have to say. Volkov looked like he thought he was in the line for the driving association or something. He looked lost. Like, he was just there, like, looking around like, oh, that's a lot of people, isn't it? Well, I'll be here waiting for a while. Bloody hell, queue's big. There we go. So we've done that. A final moment in the sun for all involved, as we now head to shots outside the Staples Centre. Back to the Raw commentary team, who now turn our attention to the main event of the evening. We head to footage that depicts the rise and fall of the Evolution stable. Batista acknowledges that the stable was always built to service one man, Triple H. At first he didn't mind, but things change. We hear the voice of Randy Orton telling Batista that Triple H doesn't care about him, and we see proof of this shown in the Elimination Chamber, where Triple H stops himself from helping Batista avoid elimination. We're reminded of how Evolution turned on Orton after he won the World Heavyweight title, and when Batista won the Royal Rumble, it was still all about Triple H. Triple H said he made Batista the animal that we see before us today. Batista is stood in the ring with two contracts in hand, one for Raw and one for SmackDown, and we hear backstage the World Heavyweight Champion suggest that Batista sometimes isn't smart enough to work out the right decision, and it should always be in the benefit of Evolution. In Gladiator style, Batista thumbs down the SmackDown contract and clotheslines the World Heavyweight Champion before powerbombing him through the table in the middle of the ring. Great turn. Yep. It's one of those turns that if you haven't seen it at the time, everyone knows it's coming, but it is spectacular when it happens. And it's the look of Triple H and Ric Flair doing the thumbs up to the complete shock as he thumbs down the contract. It's amazing. Really, really well done by all involved. In the ring, we see Batista prevent a sledgehammer attack before snapping the weapon over his knee. Triple H says that when an animal you train turns around and bites you, then it's time to make a difficult decision. Triple H says that he will put the animal down. Batista disagrees and says that at WrestleMania 21 he will officially become the man. Oh, fuck me. Here we go again. Let's see how many of the lyrics Lemmy remembers this time.
Awful, isn't it?
In his defence, it does sound like he remembers most of the lyrics, but it does come out as a bit of a garbled mess. A word salad, if you will.
It's a shame. It's a real shame.
Yeah, because it's a... You're like, okay, thanks very much, Lemmy. Cheers for that.
But yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's bad, but all I can look at is like, that's a big mole. Like, that looks quite painful. Like genuinely looks quite painful. But fair fucks, he kind of owns it, doesn't he? Yeah. And then I thought about Charlotte Flair, which was really strange, just because it reminded me of the one that she had somewhere. She had some. I think she only recently got it removed, but she had it for a long time. Distinctive.
Oh, okay.
Where do we go from here? From Lemmy. There we go. But here we are. Motorhead play as fireworks in the background erupt, and the World Heavyweight Champion appears at the centre stage. I'm going to let you take this one, Holly. Talk me through in great detail the World Heavyweight Champion's look here, including, and most importantly, focusing on that facial hair. Go.
It's all I can look at, and it ruins so much.
Is he copying his dad, Lemmy?
It's so bad. It's so bad.
I just think that if he'd spent more time focusing on getting a tan than facial hair, he probably would have been all right. Man comes out look like he's been dipped in caramel.
Doesn't he?
Yeah.
Doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's just, it's so disappointing.
He looks like 4 MJFs.
I know. Yes, that's the colour. I think that's the colour shade.
Yes.
No,
he's gone full Ross and Friends.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so disappointing because I know it's there, And then I just see that face, and I'm like the beard, and I'm like, no, it's gone.
Yeah.
All gone.
But again, I disagree with this. The champion should not be coming out first. Just shouldn't.
Yeah.
Worth noting at this stage at least, there is no Ric Flair to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
We get a good shot of the camera looking up at Triple H posing in the corner with the World Heavyweight title gleaming around his waist. Really good shot, genuinely. Oh, no, tell a lie, there's the Nature Boy. Where the fuck did he come from? Probably doing lines with Piper.
I think he was chatting to the girls, and then one of them went, oh, you're meant to be out there.
Like clapping his wrists and fucking strutting and stuff like that, yeah. Dancing on tables, getting kicked out of bars. Classic Nate. We get a good shot of the camera looking at making his way to the ring is the challenger to the World Heavyweight title, the Animal Batista, prior to the Saliva version of his song. It's Saliva, isn't it, that does that?
I think so.
Yeah. This motherfucker looks huge.
Yeah.
With both men now in the ring, we can get the main event of WrestleMania 21 underway. Triple H with Ric Flair versus Batista for the World Heavyweight title. Holly, whose corner are you in?
Just letting you know this major fact too, which did tickle me. Every time I tried to write his name, Barista.
Brilliant.
And
I got his surname, Bautista, but I know what I mean.
I just left it in the end. I was like, it takes too long to go and edit it. I'm like, fine, he can be Barista.
Should call him Dave.
It's fine. Yeah.
Well, no, I'm saying that's his first name.
Yeah, true. It's so ridiculous how much of a beard can make you change. Batista all day long in this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. Again, much like the Cena situation, I'm done with Triple H now.
Yeah.
Like, we need to move on. Spectacular tan. Ron sealed to the tits.
Absolutely.
It's done well. After both men are patted down, After both men are patted down, they square off face to face in the middle of the ring. They take their time in looking around at those in attendance, and we now get a camera shot that is used in many future promotional packages with Triple H and Batista nose to nose.
This is also, I know I've mentioned Triple H's appalling facial hair here. If we're talking about appalling facial hair, Batista's got to be up there.
The little soul patch.
He's awful.
Is that soul patch?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's not great. I mean, to be fair, I kind of got a little bit of that, but mainly it's because it doesn't fully connect for me, but I've not just
intentionally.
Yeah, no, that's
that.
just
right.
what the hand that life's dealt me, and I just can't be fucked to fight it, to be quite honest with you. So the bell sounds, but they don't immediately lock up. After a pregnant pause, the two tie up and struggle for a position of dominance until the challenger backs their champion against the ropes, but only briefly until the position is reversed. The struggle continues with neither man looking to give an inch, and they eventually break the hold and return to a starting position. They lock up once more, and Batista looks to get an early advantage, but winds up backed against the buckles. From here, he shoves the champion across the ring, causing him to almost whoopsie on his quad. Like his leg, he proper stanky legs that, he really does. Side headlock applied by the champion, but he's pushed off and knocked down to the canvas with a stiff shoulder tackle. Batista looks happy with his handiwork as he nods down at the stunned champion. When they return to their feet, Triple H reapplies a headlock, only to be pushed off once again, but this time he ducks a clothesline and drops the challenger with a shoulder block of his own. Dropped down by Batista, but the champion throws on the brakes and kicks him in the midsection, looking to deliver, easy for me to say, a very early pedigree. The champion is pushed into the ropes and just about pressed into the air and slammed down to the canvas. That was close to being dumped on his head. That could have been dangerous, but Batista still flexes in a show of dominance. Triple H looks to cause a distraction with the official and takes the opportunity to land a right hand, but the challenger quickly fires back, forcing Triple H into the corner. Irish whip sends the champion into the buckles, but he gets an elbow up on the charge. Batista grabs him by the throat, though, and forces him back into the buckles, where he unloads with right hands and back elbows. Whip off the ropes, and Triple H is sent beautifully, I might add, for a back body drop. Really good.
Yeah.
Second whip off the rope sees Triple H duck a clothesline and deliver a high knee that sends the challenger to the floor. Ric Flair teases closing in, but is warned about doing so by the official, and now the animal lays eyes on him. Before Batista can do anything, though, he's caught from behind by the champion, who sends him face first into the steel steps. That doesn't count as a drink, does it?
No, I wish it did, but no.
Slowly, Batista makes his way into the ring apron, or onto the ring apron, but from the ring, Triple H dives from the second rope, connecting with an elbow to the back of Batista's neck as he drapes over the middle strand. Blatant choke by the champion, who only releases the grip when forced to do so by the official. As Triple H argues the point, what does Ric Flair do, Holly?
Oh, same bloody thing.
He takes off his jacket and begins choking the animal. King says he was just hot. JR loses his fucking mind.
Yeah.
Back on the outside, and the challenger is sent ribs first into the barricade and once more into the ring apron. They return to the ring where the champion continues his focus on the lower back by repeatedly dropping elbows deliberately to the area. Very Greg the Hammer Valentine-esque, I would say.
It's annoying.
After a dismissive push to the back of the head, now the game lands knees to the same zone. That being the lower back. Stiff forearms land and more knees connect with the challenger. JR comments that you could show a movie on Batista's back. Be difficult to see with all the fucking tattoos. Do you get it?
No.
His back is so big it's like a movie screen. You can project something onto it and watch it with no distortion.
Okay.
No distortion. Not a needed point there that I needed to add, but here we are.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm glad to help. Vertical suplex in the middle of the ring leads to the first near fall of the contest. More damage is dished out to the lower back with a series of knees, and Triple H follows up with a backbreaker. More choking from the outside by the Nature Boy. From the apron, Batista lands a series of right hands, but finds himself guillotined over the top rope, which sends him crashing back down to the floor. Back in the ring, Triple H lands a massive right hand in the corner and eventually lands a second. The challenger begins to fire back and Triple H staggers across the ring but manages to reverse a whip and connects with an impressive double A spine buster that gets a count of 2. Very nice. Frustrated with the outcome, the champion covers twice more, but we get the same result on each occasion. Neckbreaker earns Triple H another near fall, and we hear Ric Flair go mental at the official for not counting 3. From his knees, Batista lands a couple of right hands, but quickly has to counter a pedigree attempt with a back body drop. The challenger ducks too early off a whip and eats a facebuster, but so forceful is the following kick out that the champion nearly ends up outside of the ring. Triple H climbs to the top turnbuckle and beckons Batista to his feet, but clumsily jumps directly into a clothesline that nearly takes his head off. Not sure if that was the intended result, but fine, it kind of looked good because of how messy it was. Big right hands from the challenger, who scores with a sizable sidewalk slam that earns him the first 2 count of the evening. With a head of steam, Batista charges across the ring, but is floored spectacularly with a raised boot by the champion. Triple H tries to whip the challenger into the buckles, but Batista holds onto the top rope and counters with a whip that sends the champion all the way over the top and down to the outside. We've seen Triple H do this before. Worked quite well here, I thought. On the outside, Triple H reverses whip and sees Batista collide shoulder first with the steel steps. Still no drinks for Holly.
No.
The champion rearranges the furniture before briefly breaking the referee's count. He returns to the base of the steel steps and prepares to pedigree the challenger on top of them. Batista, though, reverses and from this position hooks the leg and slingshots the game face first into the ring post.
Now you get your drink.
There you go.
It's quite impressive.
Immediately his forehead erupts with blood, and it's actually a very good blade job by the champion, who I'd be willing to bet did it before he got slingshotted up into the
when he was like down
ring post, because most people wouldn't have seen the blood by the time he got up there. So it actually looks, I remember thinking at the time, going, good. Oh my God, when the hell would he have had time to do something? But yeah, very good. It's, dare I say, a bit of a juicer, this one. Bit of a juicer. There we go. Triple H looks lost as the blood drips down his forehead onto his lips and chest. Now it's the champion's turn to go face first into the steel steps, which he does on 3 occasions before collapsing to his knees. It's the looking into the distance and stuff, and sometimes Triple H does that wobbly leg thing where it looks like he's about to give out, and you go, it's actually quite good. It's well done. A defenceless champion is on his knees in the middle of the ring as the animal clubs down brutal forearms, decorating himself in blood in the process. Off the ropes comes the animal, and he connects with a kick to the side of the head that drops Triple H on his face. The champion is now wearing the proverbial crimson mask as he claws towards the ropes looking for sanctuary. Whipped into the buckles is the game, and he eats a running clothesline not once, but twice. Batista looks to whip the champion into the buckles, but he slams on the brakes and looks to be begging off, and he's simply met with back elbows and shoulders to the midsection in return. A third whip sends the champion into the buckles, and he's knocked clean off his feet as he stumbles out into a third clothesline. The fans begin chanting for the challenger, who looms ominously over Triple H. Over the shoulder power slam and hook of the leg gets 1, 2, no. Triple H kicks out. A bloody champion collapses onto the Raw announce desk, and Ric Flair takes a right hand for getting too close to the animal. With the challenger distracted, Triple H picks up a steel chair. Here we go. Brace yourself. But before he can use it, Mike Chioda, like a scene from The fucking Bodyguard, jumps off the ring apron to take the steel chair as he lands like a pile of shit, fucking up his knee on the black mat. Earl Hebner, you might have some competition, my friend.
Yeah, I think so.
The action returns to the ring and Triple H is pleading for mercy on the canvas. The Nature Boy runs into the ring with world title belt in hand, only to be lifted and dumped with a big spine buster by the Animal. The game takes the opportunity as the official rolls Flair out of the ring to use the title belt to crown Batista upside the head. He falls into the cover and we get 1, 2, no, the Animal kicks out. The official returns to selling his earlier injury as Triple H runs directly into a spine buster. Batista is looking for a finish as he sets up for a Batista bomb, but the champion drops to his knees and delivers the mother of all low blows. Triple H locks his hands and looks to deliver the pedigree, but Batista does not move, and from this position manages to slowly break the grip of Triple H, which he actually does a fairly good job of selling that it's being broken. Little bit hammy, but still, just on the right side in my opinion, before delivering White Noise. When the fuck did Batista ever hit a move like White Noise? An Ultimate Warrior-like shake of the ropes as the challenger signals thumbs down. A massive Batista bomb in the middle of the ring, and we get a hook of the leg for the 1, 2, 3. Your winner of this match by pinfall, a new World Heavyweight Champion, Batista. A jubilant Batista goes to celebrate, but stops short as he stares at the bloody former champion who's propping himself up in the corner in order to raise his arms in victory in his face. Another piece of footage which would repeat for years in highlight reels as Batista in the corner of the ring raises the world title belt as the fireworks erupt throughout the Staples Center. As JR says, the beast has been unleashed. We now get treated to a post-show recap of the highlights from this year's WrestleMania, and as this package ends, the show comes to a close. Holly, what do you think of this match?
I thought it was alright. I did give it 3 out of 5 because I thought it's better than okay, and to me okay is 2.5. But I just think anything you put after Angle and Michaels is never gonna, like, that's your peak, and then everything after it, even if it's not bad, it just is okay. It's all right.
I think it's offset in 2 different ways. So you're right in terms of actual in-ring stuff. They're not going to compete. No. And I think both groups would have known that going into this.
And it's all different styles of wrestling, though, isn't it? These two are just big men.
But I don't hate the fact that they put it in this order.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, bear in mind we had the sumo match in there as well.
True.
But that's a palate cleanser, isn't it? After it's because whatever comes after that's got to be shit, so they might as well put that there.
Yeah.
Yeah. The women's title match would have been even more death if they put it there, to be honest.
Agreed.
Because they needed something to pick it up after that. But because we're getting two new world champions, two new faces of the company, basically, it's a real passing of the torch moment. Yeah. For as much as Benoit winning at WrestleMania 20 the year before and Eddie holding on to the title and having that lovely hug in the middle of the ring, we've got a year later, the scene's changed massively. Benoit's in Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Fine in that, not an issue with that. And Eddie's opening the show with Ray, which again, fine with that. But it's like it's an entirely different scene over just 365 days. It's crazy when you think about it, really.
Yeah.
I think it's better than the JBL John Cena match.
Yeah.
I still don't think it's a great match. I think it's quite limited in terms of Batista's ability. And again, Batista never becomes a great wrestler. John Cena improves way more than Batista ever does. But Triple H does a better job of carrying the situation than JBL does. Mm-hmm. So I gave it 2.25. So it's higher, but it's not much higher. And I wouldn't say it's good enough to be an average match for me.
Okay.
But again, at the time, I probably would have been bang on your score of 3, going, great, Triple H is done, Batista's won the title.
Yeah.
As an overall show, though, appreciating we've done it in 2 parts, so it's always a bit harder sometimes to recollect exactly how we felt overall. What do you think of the WrestleMania 21?
I would say this is probably the easiest one I've ever watched.
Really? More so than 20?
I just think it was less than 4 hours.
3 hours 45-ish, I think it was.
And it is weird how that, even just 15 minutes, makes a difference.
It does.
There was some, obviously, stuff in there that was ridiculous, but it wasn't dragged out.
No, true.
It just was an easy watch. Even the stuff that I was a bit like, oh, this is annoying.
And I did say that to you. I said it's an easy flow. Yeah. It goes. It works.
And I think, for me as well, that is where a rating will go higher, Yeah, there's matches in there that I really enjoyed. You've got 4 out of 5 in there. There's ones from the first half that I really enjoyed.
Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Eddie Ray.
So I gave it 8 out of 10.
Really? Wow,
Yeah.
okay, I wouldn't have gone that high.
Yeah.
I kind of maxed out at 7.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, as far as WrestleMania goes, it's a good WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Which is funny because when I look at the actual matches in there, 2 absolute garbage. One of them's not a match, if we're being honest. If we're being honest, 2 of them aren't matches. Money in the Bank, very good. Eddie and Ray, very good.
Mm-hmm.
2 world title matches, okay, but it's crowning something new, so
Yeah.
it feels important. And then you've got the excellent Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels match.
Yeah.
So when you kind of weigh it all up, it's definitely above an average show.
Yeah.
So that's why I've gone 7. I'm trying to think if I've given a higher WrestleMania score. I might have given one 7.5, potentially. WrestleMania 17. Because that was obviously the one that had, I know you're TLC.
Oh,
TLC
okay.
that
Yeah,
had Appreciating You're Not a Fan. Oh, Undertaker and Orton was actually, it wasn't.
Oh yeah, that was in there, wasn't it? It wasn't.
It
that
wasn't
bad.
great,
Yeah.
but it worked for what it was, and it
did.
didn't go on too long. WrestleMania 17 was TLC. It was Rock Austin. It was
Oh yeah.
Undertaker Triple H. It was the Gimmick Battle Royal won by the Iron Sheik.
Oh.
But it had
God.
stuff like
Yeah. Okay.
I think that one also had, was it Jericho, Angle and Benoit triple threat? Or was Kane involved? I can't remember. That might have been Kane and Angle and Benoit. And anyway, either way, I think that might have been scored fairly highly. But this one is definitely up there.
Yeah.
Out of the ones we've seen so far. And I would agree with you. It is probably, in terms of time and everything in there,
Yeah.
one of the easier watches. So
Yep.
whilst I don't go, it's rare that you actually go higher on a show than me as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
You're normally the more sterner critic.
Yeah. I don't know. Just I think for me, like what I say, like when it flows and it's not a chore to watch it either. Like this was like, oh, I'll just crack out like another hour and it be done. That is a sign that I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, that's good.
So
I'm pleased. It's
when the
nice that
points come.
it's nice that I can like put something in front of us that you go, yeah, I like that. Thank you.
Yeah.
But forget all that noise. Forget all that
Right.
noise,
Oh no.
Holly.
Okay.
It's the moment. It's the moment everyone's been waiting for. Sitting on the edge of their
one
seats, sofas,
cares.
beds, whatever they're sat on. I care. I really care.
Okay.
How many contenders do we have for Holly's outfit of the night? We're counting.
8.
We nearly went to toes at one point. 8. Okay, I'm going to throw a few names out there.
Lordy. Okay.
Better not have John Cena.
Of course he's fucking in there.
Because of the pumps.
This
Trish
is my
Stratus.
favourite. This is my favourite look of Cena,
Fine.
so it has to be in there.
You've still got jorts on. Trish Stratus has to be on there.
Nope.
You're wrong. Carry on. Tell me the names. Tell me that's your segment. Tell me the names.
Rey Mysterio. Is
Yes,
on
of course. Yeah.
there. Christian is on there.
Okay.
It's that look when he comes in. It's like the chainmail gold. I don't know,
Hoodie?
even know how to describe it, but it looks. I liked it. I
Yeah,
thought it was
fine.
pretty good for him. Edge is obviously on
Hmm.
there. Hogan.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine.
Do you know what? I put Lita on here actually. I know she
Get
doesn't do a
fucked.
lot,
What are we
but she
doing?
looks great. I'll be honest. HBK
Mm-hmm.
obviously on there.
Angle.
Angle is on there.
Okay.
I really liked this look on Angle when I actually saw the full unitard because it's more of a darker. Yeah, it's still
Yes.
patriotic. But
Moody.
It's darker. I really liked
Yeah.
that.
Moody.
That's all your contenders.
Okay.
This was hard. 1 and 2 was really hard to choose from.
I think you'd have been stuck between 3.
Okay.
I think it's somewhere between Ray, Cena, and Shawn.
Okay.
Am I right on any of them?
1.
Wow. Okay. I'll say Ray because I actually thought he had the best out of the 3.
No.
Okay.
It was really close for me to choose between Hogan and Shawn Michaels.
Okay. Shawn.
But Shawn gets it.
Okay.
It's just ridiculous. He's so good.
Yeah.
So good. But I just thought Hogan, that was such an iconic look. And it's the proper
Yeah.
yellow, red. Like, it's such a good look. Loved it.
It's funny actually. I obviously entirely your segment, so you're free to do whatever rules you like on it. It's the
thank
first
you.
time where I've disagreed fundamentally on the exclusion of someone.
Yeah.
It happens to be Trish, which is unfortunate for my wife's sake. But
I mean,
I
she
thought
still
it was
wouldn't have won, but
no. I'm not saying to win, but not even to be a contender. I was like,
Yeah.
nah, she's been done a little disservice there.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
But either way, so we've got Shawn Michaels. He's Mr. WrestleMania for nothing else
I
other
know.
than winning the outfit of the night.
I need to put this in some form of
We really do.
chart, don't I, and see who's getting the wins.
I
'cause-
would love to have the time to go through everything and pull out our match ratings as well and put them in. I'm so sexy, a spreadsheet, and just look at the
should
numbers.
just put our notes into ChatGPT. Just ask it to do it for
Yeah, we
us.
should do actually, shouldn't we?
You could ask someone else to do that.
Yeah, we could do. Hint, 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 hint.
No, to be fair, it'd be quite easy because if you put yours into ChatGPT and I put mine in, and then it would tell us.
Well, you say that you don't do as much on this show. Are you off? Is that you volunteering?
No.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Just wanted to clarify that before I made any assumptions and carried on. So we've already picked our next show that we'll be covering off. I have not yet started watching that.
No, me neither.
Oh, okay, good. I mean, you'll blitz through it though, to be fair. But I'm not entirely sure when the next session of recording will be.
I don't know.
Because my next week's a bit of a bugger, if I'm honest.
I'll be honest, so is mine.
Okay,
so
fine. So gives us more time to
to
watch it, if nothing else. But obviously, we will still be cranking out the episodes. You just might have to be a little bit flexible with us as to when they are uploaded. But I really enjoyed that.
Yeah,
it was nice to have it. It felt like a while since we've seen a really good show that's been meant to be a good big show as well.
Yes.
Bad big show, bad Akebono. But yes, we will see. Oh no, I've done the wrong thing. It's been so long, Holly. It's been literally a month since I've had to do an end of the episode sign off other than the first part. I've forgotten to tee you up, give you a hospital pass, and tell the lovely listeners how they can reach out to us should they so desire to do so.
wintwicepod@gmail.com and then wintwicepod on Instagram and YouTube.
Yes, and feel free to make any show suggestions, any comments about the shows that we've covered, not necessarily about our take, but obviously you can give us your take, and any that I see that's obviously got some substance to them, I will make sure that we cover in some capacity. I've had a lovely time, Holly.
It's been grand.
And until the next time, everyone, take care of yourselves.
Bye.
Until next time, this has been a Win Twice Wrestling production. Peace out.